Hey everybody, Zachary Hall here with Arkansas Deer Hunting, and I have a backwoods timber plot that I just put in using Domain Outdoors, No BS, and Comeback Kid. And I wanted to do kind of a review slash intro to the food plot, and I'll have follow-up videos in the future on how it goes. So let me show you the food plot and why I put the food plot where I did. So this is the baby stages of the food plot, and I'm gonna walk it with you, okay? I had to come in yesterday. It took me about a day with a chainsaw to get all these trees cut, to open up the canopy a little. I may have messed up and not opened it up enough, but I'm just gonna roll with the punches on this. But as you can see here, I've got fertilizer down. I put some pelletized lime and No BS and Comeback Kid clover food plot mix from Domain Outdoors. That's what I have in here. I've got it in the ground. It's supposed to rain anytime, so I'm probably gonna be getting out of here pretty quick, but I've already got the fertilizer down, the lime, and the food plot kind of winds around here. I left these cedars here because I'm gonna hang a hang-on set in those trees back there. One of those trees, probably the back one. And I'm hoping that if any deer funnel out of the timber here to the east, this cedar might screen me a little bit with movement. And by the time they wrap around here, I'll have an arrow in one, or I guess a rifle. But and I put the timber that I cut back here to try to funnel deer around that side and around that side. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm dealing with. This is, anybody can do this. It's just hard work. It took me, like I said, a full day of cutting, raking, but for the most part, the hard work is done. I came in this morning right before it's about to rain. I got the seed in the ground, no drill, no heavy equipment. This is just a backwoods plot. And I'm really excited to see how, Domain Outdoors, they market this No BS as being able to grow in places like this where it's really hard to get to, not easy to grow things. And I did add a little bit of fertilizer and lime to maybe give it a little bit of extra boost, but we'll see what happens. So I didn't just add this plot here for no reason. I have some history with this area that we're in right now, and I want to show it to you guys real quick to hopefully explain my reasoning for putting this backwoods plot here, and maybe it could help you on your property if you're interested in doing something similar. So I'm looking to the east. The food plot here, that's looking to the north, and to the east here you can see closed canopy timber. It's not too thick right here, but it gets really thick back to the southeast, looking away from this food plot. I got my Tacticam here to monitor the food plot, and this is literally just to the south of the plot. Elevation change, it goes down pretty steep into some gnarly timber. There's a creek down there, and I'm pretty sure deer bed down there on this property. So that's kind of why I put the plot here on the top of the ridge. It might work in my favor with a good solid south wind direction if I'm set up on the north end of the plot and some hang-ons there on the far end. So the last thing is, we already talked about the timber to the east. We talked about the timber to the south, the bedding area potential. We've got the food plot here as a good transition from the solid timber food plot. And if you look just to the left here, there's an old, I don't know if it's a logging road or what this is, guys, but this comes right out of that bedding area right there. And I have numerous scrapes on this lane, and I've got one for sure community scrape that I have images and videos of a buck that my family, we named him George, using this community scrape right over here. So my hope is that the food plot not only won't disturb this, but will kind of enhance the spot even more come deer season. I really appreciate you guys watching. Once again, my name is Zachary Hall with Arkansas Deer Hunting. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos and the notification bell that we are alerted anytime I upload. Guys, deer season will be here before we know it. It's May now. Next thing you know, it'll be June, and we'll start looking at those antlers growing more and more, and buck fever really starting to set in.